So I'm sitting here. It's about 6:32 a.m. It's pretty early. Or yeah, it's pretty early. I woke up around 5 o'clock. I um I set the phone about 10 feet away from my bed, so that when the alarm rang, I would have to get up and pick up my phone. Usually, what happens though when my alarm rings is I pick up my phone, I turn it off, and I just go straight to bed, back to bed. I'm like, I'm not waking up at 5. You kidding me? Come on. So, but this time I woke up, grabbed my phone, and I walked into the bathroom. And I am like in this state of awake and not awake. And for about 5 minutes, I was just standing in the bathroom, like leaning or like putting the brunt of my weight on the kitchen, not the kitchen sink, the bathroom sink, just squinting at the mirror because I'm like, I don't know what I was doing. I was trying to wake up, I guess. I was just squinting at the mirror. I was squinting at it. I was like, oh my gosh, and maybe at that moment I was thinking to myself, do I just want to take the easy route? Do I just want to go back to sleep? Like, just go. No one will know. No one will know. And I think I was also rationalizing certain things because I know things to be very true about myself. I know that the way that I felt, it was going to take me a good while to like just wake up. Like to be awake enough that I was willing to do things. And it did. It took me about an hour and a half. Here I am recording this video about an hour and a half later. And probably the only reason why I'm even doing it now is because I got a cup of coffee. I'm going to... No, that's not the main reason. But it did take me a good while to just like get momentum or to start doing things because I was quite lazy. I was just meandering on X and scrolling through X and just kind of just doing nothing. But this morning was pretty rough, and I credit the reason why this morning to be rough was because the night before I did something that I did not want to do. I didn't want to do it. I was at work, and I know that when I'm at work, I usually try to go to the gym after work. And I think a lot of people do that. A lot of people do that. Me personally, I don't want to go to the gym after work. It's some people like love it. Some people like find it as an escape. Me, I'm like, I just want to go home. Just want to go home and not deal with that jazz. I don't want to have to exercise. I don't want to exercise. I want extra fries. No, I don't want to exercise. Well, I do, but I don't. I don't want to do it at that time. It's like exercising is like art for me. Like I love doing it. I just don't like doing it at the times that I do it. I don't like working out late at night. I don't like drawing early in the morning. I don't like any of that. I like to do it kind of in the middle of the day, like before. It'd be kind of nice to do it before 2. Do those things before 2. But I don't live in that world. I don't live in that world. And so when I have to go to the gym, it's usually at night. It's after work. It's at 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 least after 10. It's at least after 10. At the latest it's 12. It's like midnight. I don't want to go to the gym at midnight. I don't want to go to the gym at 10. And oftentimes you do things you don't want to do because they're good for you. You know, you have to do them, or you don't have to. But the things that you purposely neglect, that you know in your heart of hearts you should be doing, just do it. Do it now. Do it now. Do it now. Right? Just do it. Get it out of the way. You'll feel better for doing it. At the time when you're doing that thing, you may not like it. You may hate it. You may hate every second of it. But afterwards, you'll say to yourself, man, I am so glad I did that thing. I'm so glad I did it. Like, I don't know, you could have some chore list or something that you've been meaning to do for like months, and you've just been putting it off. I don't know what it could be. It could be anything. Just like anything. Insert thing I got to do. Been neglecting for a month. Do that thing, right? For me, the thing that I neglect are things that I don't want to do, are things I love to do, but I just don't want to do them at that time. So, as I said, going to the gym. I don't love going to the gym, but I do not love doing it at night. At the end of the day, it's the last thing I want to do. It's at the end of the day, I just want to kind of like, I want to eat dinner, or I just want to do nothing and go to bed because it's been a long day. And yeah, I'm just a normal person, I guess. Who'd have thunk wanting to go home after working to be an odd thing? Instead, I'm going to the gym. So I go to the gym. And when you get there, it's easier. It's easier to do the activity, It's like writers. A lot of writers have to put themselves in situations where they are forced to write, like they designate a certain time out of the day to go into their writer's room or office and sit down on the near the typewriter or their laptop or computer or whatever, or notebook, whatever they're doing to write, whatever they need to write. And they sit there and they sit there for a designated amount of time. And if they feel like writing, they write. If they don't, they just sit there. They don't do anything else. And when you're at the gym, it's the same thing. You're at the gym, like, well, I'm at the gym. Might as well exercise, And so I exercised and got done. And I felt better for it. I felt happier. I felt content. I felt like I accomplished something of value. Because some days when there's days, for me personally, maybe you might experience this as well, where I get home, or I mean, not even get home, like I just go to bed and I'm like, what the heck did I do today? Like, I did nothing for myself. I did nothing for anyone else. I just did nothing. What did I accomplish? And a good measure of accomplishment is just going to the gym, because you at least did something for yourself. You did something for your overall health. And it doesn't even have to be health. It could be mental health. It could be confidence. It's like a confidence booster, And there's days like that where you come home, or you're staying at home, and you go to bed and you're like, I did nothing. Absolute nothing. And some people might like that. You know, maybe people have such hectic, maybe that person has such a hectic like work schedule that they just cannot wait to do nothing at the end of the day or when they're at home, you know? Maybe that is their like peace. Because, you know, if you're a boss, if you have a job and you're a boss at that job, you're making decisions all day long and you come home, the last thing you want to do is start making more decisions. You're like, oh gosh, all I've been doing is delegating and deciding and stuff like that. And coming home for you might be like the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, you know? But for some people, me personally, if I don't do anything for that day, I feel like the day kind of like just flew away like a butterfly, just like this aimless, you know, like it just aimless. And I think a lot of people feel that way. They don't know what's gone. They don't know what's missing. They feel like they didn't accomplish something, or they feel like something's missing. And maybe what that thing that is missing is a sense of accomplishment, a sense of doing something. You know, we have to do things, whether we like to or not. We might as well feel like those things have value to ourselves or to other people. If you're feeling like unaccomplished as a person, find something that you are remotely interested in doing or have been putting off, procrastinating, and do that thing. You know, it doesn't have to be the gym. It doesn't have to be drawing. You know, it could be anything. It could be anything. And I think people need to do that. I don't know. I could be wrong. That could just be me waking up and just spitting out a bunch of nonsense. Well, I got to get going. Don't forget to follow, subscribe, follow, like, comment, share. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Cheers.